In a world where everything I own can be taken from me in an instant, survival is the only option. This is the beginning of the end, the dawn of the RuneScape apocalypse. In this harsh world,
Nothing is permanent.
there is no safety, no sanctuary, only the relentless struggle for survival. With no storage, no banks, and no way to hold on to my valuables, every death wipes everything away, leaving me with nothing but the will to endure. As the world crumbles around me, I must navigate the perils of a land where every step could be fatal. And when I inevitably fall, everything is lost, and I must start anew. Welcome to Apocalypse Mode, where survival isn't just a challenge, it's the only way forward. My name is Shylight, and today I'm introducing you to a new account and a new adventure. Here are the rules for the account. First off, I will be playing as an Ultimate Iron Man. That means I cannot trade with other players, use the Grand Exchange, or use a bank. I will be limited to what I can carry in my inventory. I am adding the restriction that every time I die, it's a wipe. This means that I cannot go back and retrieve any of my items. Whatever I'm carrying is lost forever. I am not allowing the use of any coin coffers. This means that I cannot store any money to speed up the rebuilding process. I cannot use a bank, even to unnote items. If I get a noted item, I must drop it. I am locked in free-to-play until I can beat the Dragon Slayer quest, which is our first big goal. And I can only play the game on PvP worlds. This is the one and only time I'll ever use a bank. All right, so here we are. I'm dropping everything that I was given from Tutorial Island. This is from scratch. Does this give any stats? I'm even dropping this. Okay. Next order of business. I'm not currently on a PvP world, so let me fix that. Okay, so apparently my account is not old enough to log into a PvP world, so I'm going to do some quick research on that. Okay, so we have an issue. New free-to-play players cannot enter PvP worlds without logging over 20 hours of game time, earning 10 quest points, and reaching a total level of 100. I did not know this was a thing. I did not plan... I don't have an alternative, like I don't have a plan to combat this. So I'm gonna think about something that would be fair, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I have sorted out the quest point problem. I think this will still be fair. I'm going to knock out a bunch of quests that give mostly just quest points, minimal rewards. I'm talking things like the Cook's Assistant, Romeo and Juliet, X Marks the Spot, Rune Mysteries, and Pirate's Treasure. So I'm going to go ahead and knock those out. So yeah, Jagex prevents players from immediately starting in PvP worlds, and I had no idea this was a thing. From the get-go, I had to think on my feet, disregarding any sort of plan. I have a feeling that this is going to be a common theme in this series. So anyways, I ended up doing 3 quests, the first of which was Ernest the Chicken. I dropped the 300 coins that it gave me and moved on to finish Romeo and Juliet. From there, I returned the package to Cedrador and finished Rune Mysteries. Aside from the 300 GP that I dropped, these quests provided quest points and no other value to my account. After some time, I settled on training woodcutting and fire making, and here's why. Woodcutting is a useful skill for this series, no doubt, but it doesn't matter what type of log I use to make fires. Any type of log will make the same fire that I will use to cook on, so leveling it was an easy choice. Now let's talk about woodcutting. In free-to-play, woodcutting is a similar story. However, there is one other benefit that woodcutting provides me. At level 12 woodcutting, I can begin to use a canoe station for travel. This is a huge benefit to the account as it allows me to traverse from Lumbridge to Barbarian Village, Edgeville, and Varrock much quicker than walking. So, my single head start that I'm providing myself is the use of the canoe station. It was either this or I burned nearly 14,000 regular logs on top of Lumbridge Castle to get 100 total levels solely from fire making. And I would much rather start making content and accept the one and only boost. While I take care of these skills in the background, I want to talk about the first goal of this series, Dragon Slayer 1. I'll be honest, I don't know how difficult this task is going to be. I've beaten Elvarg more times than I can count, but I'm certain that this will be the most difficult attempt. Part of me thinks that this whole thing will be a breeze and I'll be a member in no time. Part of me thinks that this is going to be a grind fest. Here's the thing about these restrictions. The only thing that I don't lose when I die is my levels, so it should be easier to re-gear as I level up, right? Well, on the flip side, the higher level that I get, the higher the level of players that can attack me get. I haven't PK'd in free-to-play in nearly a decade. I have no idea how active it is, or where the PK hotspots are, or if there are players that check random locations on PvP worlds. Regardless, there's only one PvP world in free-to-play, and I will always be on it. For all I know, I could be safe most of the time. However, I will be leaving my private on for the duration of this series. At all times, my world will be visible to anybody who wishes to know when I'm online. And this is free to play, so anyone at any time can make an account to try and kill me. I've noticed that I haven't really enjoyed the game very much recently. And after hearing the excitement in Settled's voice for every small upgrade that he received that I would normally just leave on the ground, I decided I wanted to play an account that gave me that feeling. An account where I made up the rules and abide by them. My own journey, where every upgrade counts and every setback is another obstacle to conquer. Also, my 5-year-old may have done most of the work getting me to the 100 total level. Here's a small montage of that.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
You want to play this game?
How do you play it?
You want me to teach you?
Yeah.
Right now we're going to make fires, okay?
Okay.
So, you see these logs?
Yeah.
This is our lighter, okay?
Okay.
So you have to stand somewhere where there's not a fire, and you have to click on the lighter, and then you have to click on a log.
Okay.
And then you got to watch your character, and then you do it again.
Okay, I know how to do it.
All right.
That?
That's an axe. That's how we get more logs. You want to go cut trees?
I want to try that. I want to find some trees on my own.
Oh, okay. Let me get you out of the castle. Now, there you go.
I'm cutting it.
Mm-hmm. You cut it. And now the logs are in your inventory.
I want to find another one.
Here, let's zoom out a little bit.
There we go. I'm going to give us all of the logs.
You want to burn some fires?
Not yet. I think I'm going to go area.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Now we're at a castle. And we're not in it anymore. Oh, somebody's already cutting that tree. Me. I'm cutting it. That was taking forever. There we go. That worked it. We're making another fire. I know we can cut more trees. The more we play this, the more faster it is, right? Okay. We should spin down another one. Over here. We're gonna chop another tree.
Level 8.
Level 8 trees?
Yep.
Let's go, Dad.
So after I finished getting to 100 total level, well, my son, I still had quite some time to waste while waiting for the account to reach 20 hours of age. So I made some friends who reminded me of my younger years playing this game, when everything felt novel. There was something so fresh about walking around the game in a free-to-play world. Aside from the massive bot problem, it was really refreshing to see players interacting and enjoying what the free version of this game has to offer. I followed my new friends to the Al Kharid Gate, where I had to run north and all the way around due to my lack of 10 gold. They waited for me, and we headed to a fishing spot. After over 5,000 hours in this game, I found out that there's some fish in this game called a tetra. I had no idea. And then, my friends led me to a hill giant outpost in the middle of the desert, where I swiftly made my departure. And so, with 100 total level and 10 quest points, the only thing left to do was wait.
Why do we have to be here for 11 hours?
Well,